So, alright, so first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We see them as a personal elders, agreements, and rule teachers of personal truth. And we see salutations for the Akam and push with no truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season of season, say Shalom. And once again, going into a video here, and this basically touching upon, and we're doing a part 2 to a video that I did yesterday, right? Which is going into this video here that you see on the screen. Right, as you can see, I'll just read over the title. I want to play the video again, but I'll just read over the title. It says, Zeus Network has done irreversible damage to the youth. Because why is there a Roblox show? Now, when you go into, when you watch the video, and I'll just, play like the little slideshow of it here, is basically the stuff that you would see these women be watching on the, on cable, right? The love and hip hop and all this other stuff that, then they bring it into our children game. Right, and it goes to show how important it is that, as the scripture says, to train up a child, right? And I'm gonna bring that scripture. This is book of Proverbs chapter 22. Sorry, Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6. It says, "Train up a child in the way he should go." Right? Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So it shows how important it is that you're supposed to be training a child in the right way, right? But majority of these parents, right, especially these women outside there, what they have, who they have training up the children is the internet, right? They take the whole idea of how you're supposed to train a child from the internet. They had the groups, and some of the worst parenting that they could see, right? Some of the worst parenting you could see is from these women outside here, right? So as it say, train up a child in the way he should go. Now, when you look up the word, when you look up the word train, right, in that scripture, it say train. It says kanak, right? From the transliteration, it say to train, dedicate, inaugurate, right? It say to train up, to dedicate. It says Strong's definition, a primitive root properly to narrow. It say figuratively to initiate or discipline. To initiate or discipline, and that's something these parents also they don't do. They don't discipline the kids, right? So they are not training the children in the right way, right? When you watch what these kids into is these kind of stuff, right? The kids be like they be little children, and they want to be in big people. They want to be in big people thing. There's a saying in the Caribbean here. He's a little child, but you want to be in big people thing, right? And these parents, they be encouraging it. So it's the worst generation of parents they could see, right? But as the scripture says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So when he get older, he will not depart from that right way, right? But majority of the children, as I mentioned in the previous video, majority of the children, what they want to be gunmen, they want to be harlots, they want to be hoes, they want to be drug dealers, because that is what their parents are training them up to see and to be. Right, the way of righteousness is deemed, as I said, in the previous video, it would be deemed corny to these people. When they watch somebody be even good, someone talking proper, someone doing certain, this being righteous, right, following the laws of the Lord and so forth, that to them that would be considered corny. So one time, these people are not training the children in the right way, right? I'm gonna go to the book of before I jump to that, let me go to the book of Sirach, children. Right, the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, right? The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 23. It says, "Hast thou children, instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth." And I say, "Hast thou children?" There's a question, right? They say, instruct them, right? Instruct them. And when you look up the word instruct, right? Instruct meaning, this a quick Google search. It says, tell or order someone to do something, especially in a formal or official way. You have been hearing and I've been seeing like some of the conversations these Israelite women be having on the internet when it comes to having a children, and they are not instructing the children, they are not training up the children, they are not disciplining the children, right? Because they're saying that that is how once I saw one of them said that um, the way how people talk to the kids is like a slave. The way they want them to be is like a slave. Because yeah, because you're supposed to instruct your child in the right way, as the scripture say, "Has thou children instruct them." And when you look at the word instruct, it means what? To tell or order someone to do something, especially in a formal or official way. It says teach someone a subject or skill. Teach someone, right? It says give information to. It also goes to construct, equipped, taught, right? It says upon towards. So it goes to show how important it is that you have to instruct your children. So they wouldn't be like these other kids outside here watching these things, that following these things. You know, the way how these parents know, the way how they train the children is just get them the tablet. They push the tablet in front of them and tell them watch that, and the kids continue to consume, continue to consume that type of media, right? Continue to consume that type of media. And I was watching a video where a man was saying the media that the children consume is actually making them more illiterate, right? like like 1 out of 3 children, while watching that particular media, they wouldn't be able to talk, right? They wouldn't be able to talk because that what they're watching is not something they're supposed to be watching. It is not teaching them, right? I believe I had the video here, and I know what, I will come back another time and do a video on it, right? I did save that video. So it's instruct them and bow down their neck from their youth. Yeah, again, instruct them. You had to obviously, it's a child, so you had to correct them, you had to discipline them and so forth, right? But no, you see, Esau passed the laws where you can't, as it is when say, you can't use punishment, or you could be thrown in jail, they could take your children from you, right? And in schools they remove it, and you have seen the outcome where you have seen there are millions of videos or hundreds of videos on a daily basis where you see children all in the world, they're fighting, they're smoking, they harming each other, they and many other stuff, many other stuff. So many things I can't say because again, you're talking about a child, and I know the stuff that would be deemed offensive to YouTube, right? But you're seeing how much videos that they are outside there with these children, how they be behaving, right? They are not well instructed. They are not. Their parents just let them be anything that they want to be or do anything. As I say, those are the children that the parents just push the tablet, the computer in front of them and tell them, here, hold that, be occupied in that. While the parents, they themselves, they jump on the phone and so on, or watching these type of content, right? Because going on to one comments here, let me see if I find it here. Yeah, so this is the comment here. See, Roblox is starting to get far away from being a kids game, and I hear that adults play and mod create skins, host room to the max to draw away from kid content now and here. And this is it, right? The older generation, they're not teaching the children the right way, right? And the stuff that the children are learning from the internet is nothing good. When you watch what Esau push out, the content that they push out to let kids see is, again, it's still literally not make them thinkers. What was the statement they made? They don't want critical thinkers. They just were followers, right, or something along those lines. That was I believe Rothschild just said that, right? So let's go to another scripture. Listen, verse 24. It says, "Hast thou daughters? Have care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them." Yeah, right. And again, this goes to show. Yeah, daughters have care of their body. No, but now they don't. They have them exposed and themselves all on the internet. Have them love like in these kind of things, these celebrities that they look up to. The leaders of these children, the leaders of these women and so forth is harlots, hoes, right? So we feel this older generation of women, what they feel it is they're going to teach the younger ones to do these kind of things. Because someone was saying in the comments here, let me see if I could find it. Um, someone was saying it's like a kid, a young teenager made this video here, right? Was it on this comment self? Let me see. Going through some internet difficulties for the longest while, but let me see. Let me leave it here and see if it will show up, right? So you say, has thou daughters? There's a question. Have care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them, right? Comment. I just want to get the comment where, right? So this is one of the comments. You see, it's not all adults, the teens making the stuff. So if a teen is making these kind of content, imagine what it was they were seeing from the parents from before, right? Or what it was they were always consuming on a daily basis, right? So it goes to show how important it is to train up a child, as the book of Proverbs say, to train up a child, right? Same book of Sirach, and let me go to verse 30, chapter 30, verse. Let me go down a little bit. Yeah. It say he that the book of Sirach chapter 30 verse 1, it say he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. So yeah. So again, goes to show important is to train up a child, to discipline him. But know that if you go to if you go to make a child feel the rod, it can be locked up. It can be thrown in prison. But if you see a child watching these type of content, you have to discipline him, because there's only one way that child is about to come out, right? And that is not the way you want a child to come out, boy or girl. Say he that chastises his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance. It say he that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. So yeah. So he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. So and again, Esau knows that majority of his parents outside there, they are not teaching the children. So they continue to put out these content and put it away to the front line, right? And Jake loved these kind of things. They rush for these content. As you can see, watch them, the accent. This one mark I joined the body server. This one mark the production better. Someone just, as I scroll along here, someone said share the link, right? And again, it obviously would have people that would go against it. That's why this person saying, no, the damage been done. These grown folk on here. Somebody mark WTF, is this bullshit, right? And this next person, am I shepherd ass, would be watching this. So you see, and again, majority of the comments is people who like it. So you got to understand that the enemy rejoices because they have control over your children. And wait is the children consuming is these kind of stupidness, this kind of wickedness. So how you expect a child, or how you expect a child, like plenty parents these days are bowling, they're bowling, I don't know my child would have come on like that, but you wasn't training a child, you was not instructing a child. Like when you watch some of these parents parenting, it's terrible. It's terrible. But the scripture state here, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. So it goes important it is that you have to teach, you have to instruct a child. Teach as chastise, you have to chastise. At times they will have to chastise. Correct him. Or correct her. Right? Do just push that tablet in front of your child and have them consuming all this sort of madness, because that is what they're consuming. As I say, you could look up the stats. One out of three child that watch these type of content, they don't talk. they continue to they come out, they don't speak, right? And I'm talking about the content I'm talking about is like the ones, the little cartoon stuff that is be showing on YouTube, right? As I said, I'll do a video on it. Right? And say, and before his friends he shall rejoice. And before your friends he shall rejoice. Okay, your child go be what? Your child go be good. Right? The child go be in the right way it's supposed to be. That is why you could watch a child who, when you talk about that child who well disciplined, you could see that the parents, teach them good. But the children that not, you could see that hey, there was not. Them parents didn't train a bad child. Right? So hey, once I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We said about our personal elders, agreements, and rule teachers our personal truth. And we see salutations for the account, push on truth and sincerity. Day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, we say, Shalom.